Alright, so in this video we're checking out the TUOWEE ZL3, is another EDC Flashlight, and this is another new company here on the channel. Let's go ahead and look at the packaging. Box looks pretty decent. Got a nice manual here. Let's see what other stuff we got. A USB cable for charging. Got a wrist strap. Alright, so taking a look at the flashlight, pretty similar looking to the Arcfeld series. Got a USB-C port here for charging. Does say it's waterproof even though it's exposed. Two-way clip here so you can put on a hat. Got a tail switch here. Lockout mode, white LED, UV, and laser. And you got a button operation here as well. Nice solid feeling aluminum here, and you got two LEDs here in the front. One's I think UV, and the other one's a white LED. So yeah, it feels pretty good in the hand. Display here shows your battery level, so let's go ahead and turn it to the white light, and if we turn it on, should get a battery reading here. So 89% there, and then to go to the next illumination level, you long press the button. So looks like that was at a higher level, so this is low, medium, high, and then back down to low, and then off. And I think it remembers whatever you had set last. And then the tactical switch here, if you momentary press it, it'll give you the strobe light. If you long press it, it gives you the, I think, the maximum level, the high level, and then press it again to turn it off. Here is the UV light. You can see it's pretty standard UV light there, on and off. And you got your laser, standard green laser. And then to lock it out so the buttons don't do anything, make sure you're on the lockout mode. The buttons will not do anything. So that's pretty much it in terms of operations. Go ahead, take it out somewhere dark and see how it performs. Alright, testing out the ZL3 here. So I didn't have the lumen levels for the different brightness levels. That wasn't in the manual, so I had to look it up on the product page. I'll put it up here on the screen. You can examine it as I go through the different levels here. Basically, the turbo mode, which is only accessible via the tail light, is 1,000 lumens, and it goes up to 150 meters, or almost 500 feet, like 492 feet. But anyway, I'm going to start off in the low mode. And here's medium. And here's high. It's kind of a pretty wide beam. Doesn't really go too far on high. I'll turn it off again. And let's go ahead and turn on the turbo mode. So that's the maximum there, 1,000 lumens. And it does light up those trees over there in the distance. Off. Back to the high mode. And off. It does have memory, goes back to high. And then back down to low. Here's the green laser. Shows up pretty nice here in the grass. And even in the trees over there. You can kind of see it too. It reaches pretty far. So the laser works pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to turn on the turbo mode as I walk away from the camera. You can see what it looks like from a distance. So from my perspective, I think this is probably a flashlight good for things within a couple hundred feet, maybe about 100 meters max. Not the center, there's no like bright center, it's a very wide beam. But stuff that's like within, I'd say 20, 30 feet is very, very visible in turbo mode. No problem. But things that are kind of further away, not as much. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Put a link in the description if you guys want to check out this flashlight. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.